guys, Nikki Novak here for Young Hollywood on the set of ABC's Castle. I had an interview to do, but apparently they died. So season 6.
Yes.
When you were back in season 1, did you ever
I
think?
didn't. No, never. You weren't. You didn't have that sort of. No, because I can't even think that far out.
It's just really, you know, humbling, and I'm honored to be able to do a season 6.
Twitter.
Yeah.
You tweeted that you think that the Raleigh Studios, believe it or not, Castle is a show. And we are shooting out a studio. They shoot out a studio.
Yeah.
Called Raleigh Studios.
Raleigh.
Haunted by the ghost of Ronald Reagan?
There are rumors that we shoot on stages 1, 11, and 12. There are rumors that stage 11 is haunted.
And why Ronald Reagan and why?
Ronald Reagan's a fun guy to pick on. I don't know. He's not around. We get to pick on the Gipper.
Ready? Action. Oh, no, please let me go. You don't know what you're doing.
You know exactly what we're doing.
No, listen, please, if you don't let me go, you have to, because if I don't get out of here, billions of people are gonna die. Yeah, how are they gonna die? I don't know, I just know that they do.
You look like a badass.
Do I?
Yeah, I feel like totally out of place right now. Wearing my dress. First things first, I know you do your own stunts on the show. Do you do all of them at this point, or do you, as many as you can do?
As many as I can. They won't let me do all of them. They wouldn't let me hang off of this building 2 seasons ago. They had a scene where my character was thrown off of a building and hung over the side of a building, and I really wanted to do that because they had it all safe and everybody was harnessed.
And you wanted to do it? See, I'd be the person that was like, no way do I want to do that. I hate heights. Yes.
See, but you know, when you have a stunt team behind you, you know that it's gonna be super safe. Yeah. So if there's ever a time to do something like that, it's
this is the time. Yes. It's not when you're at a fun park somewhere and you've never met the people before in your life.
Exactly. Right. And they're like, oh, oops.
As far as proposals go in life,
have I been proposed to? No,
I wasn't asking, but if you're offering, there you go. You've never been proposed?
No. This is weird. Why are we talking about me? Have you been proposed to? You have.
And I said no.
You didn't.
I said no, and I regret it.
Was it a real proposal?
Well,
you regret it?
I do.
Wait, hold on.
That's another conversation.
She doesn't know.
To be asking you the questions.
She regrets it.
I do.
If you don't know her phone number, call her mom.
He's married.
Oh, never mind. Don't call her mom.
Well, as far as proposals go, do you think like the elaborate proposal is cool? Just in general, or do you? Because what he did on the show was very simple.
Right.
It was a swing set. Like, I hear all these different proposal stories.
Right.
And I don't know if that ever happened to me again and I was to say yes this time. Like, what would be, I don't know. I think I'd want him to put some thought into it, but not too much.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, I would like him to think about it for sure. Yeah. And I think that it should be a special moment for both people. So I wouldn't want it to be off the cuff.
Right.
You know?
And not like, looks like I'm breaking up with you, but then on the show, this is all on the show. Yeah. So a little bit of thought.
Oh yeah, no, a lot of thought. This is a lifelong commitment. You better think about it, boy.
I saw the video guys did tactical training together.
Oh, you saw that one, yeah.
I saw that. I saw the jumping over the car. I saw the getting out of the car. What is your best skill now at this point? 6 seasons in.
Paperwork. That's my. I can slap a picture of a suspect up on a murder board very well.
Really, my best. I think I'm a pretty good actual detective. I think I can walk into a crime scene and see something off. I think I can find evidence.
So you could be a real life Castle. You could go shadow the NYPD and sort of help them solve crimes.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to shadow. I think they should probably just give me a badge and
just throw it out there.
In fact, I do it so well that they have me do it every episode. So that's what happens when you're good at something.
Are you like a one-take wonder too?
Performance is punishing.
Yeah.
You know, you do that really well. You're like slap, boom. I didn't even do it on my line.
So you have a bit. I know people have talked about your bromance on the show. But last season you had a little bit of a fight. There was one little fight scene.
Last year? Last season?
Was it last season or was it season 4? You guys had a bit of a scuffle.
We had a fight at the end of, I think, season 3. We had a real scuffle.
Who's kicking whose ass in real life?
Probably would have gotten a few shots in, but then he would have done some grappling thing, and I would have been on the ground in like a rear naked chokehold or something, and then it would have been like, I'd been like, oh yeah, submit, and then I'd be like, okay, good, just trying to kick or bite or always go for the groin.
You know, I've studied martial arts and boxing, and I still do, and I think
can you teach
Seamus
me?
doesn't study that stuff. I could teach you all kinds of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
What can you teach me seated?
Right now I'm really into jiu-jitsu and trying to learn more about jiu-jitsu, so that's like a lot of, you know, being on the ground, rolling around.
And we'll be cutting now. No, I'm kidding. On the flip side of that, the lover side, the bromance side of things.
Right.
Forget how to keep a romance alive. How do you keep a bromance alive? 6 seasons into Castle.
I mean, I can't remember the last time I got in a real argument with a friend or someone I was in a bromance with, which I think the only person I've been in a bromance with is Seamus.
Truth be told, he's one of my best friends, so like now it's just sort of like, I mean, I spend like 12 hours a day with the guy, so I know his tastes.
You know, because I just accepted this word. First I was like, what do you mean bromance?
I buy him things, gifts, he buys me things, gifts, I'm considerate of his needs and things like that, so we take care of each other.
Thinking of the other person.
Yeah,
You think
absolutely.
of them before you think of yourself.
Absolutely, and when you're doing a scene, you collaborate and you have a talk, and there's no egos involved.
I think on screen it really, it helps our characters and drives our stories forward.
You sort of say like, okay, what can we do best here? Or like, help me figure this out, or how do I be funnier in this scene? He's always got lots of ideas about those.
So we have a game for you.
What's that?
It's called Crime and Passions.
Okay.
Ready for it?
Sure.
All right. First question is, this is all relating to either crime, play on words really, but what is your biggest guilty pleasure?
My biggest guilty pleasure would probably be creme brulee.
White chocolate.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to think about that one. Everybody else had to think.
Did
you were
they?
just like right on it.
Then they're not telling you the truth. That wasn't the truth.
Question 2, tips for an office romance. I mean, Castle and Beckett tried to hide it for a long time. Do you hide it? Do you just come out with it?
Tips for an office romance.
Well, you on the
like,
show.
do you want to like let people know about it,
Yeah,
or
well,
do you
that's
want
the
to keep
question.
it quiet?
Do you let them know, or do you keep it quiet? What do you think? Do you just put it out there, or do you keep it quiet?
I think initially you have to keep it quiet.
I think it's probably better to hide it.
Yeah.
I think you make people uncomfortable if people.
You're making out in the middle of
That's what makes them uncomfortable.
If you're working together and there's a lot of external influences, you don't need anyone else's information on a relationship that's just figuring itself out, you know? So I think for office romances, you just keep it quiet for a little while, yeah.
But it's a good idea.
I think so, yeah, sure. Office romances are nice. Huh?
You've had a lot of themes on the show, Hitchcock, Star Trek. What would be your dream theme?
Dream theme.
Is it the singing thing?
I want there to be a black hole themed one.
My dream theme would be probably like a medieval theme.
Either like a movie crossover.
Mime.
Really? Can you do mime?
Can you imagine the interrogation? Interrogate a mime.
I can mime a little bit.
That's very good. That's very good. That's really great.
It was terrible. I'm not supposed to be good. I'm not the actor here in the equation.
Sorry, yes.
Okay, so mime, I love that.
But you did act on our show once.
I did.
We should have you back again, don't you think?
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
I
that'd
love
be
just being
fun.
here in any capacity.
Yeah, it's hanging out.
It's always fun. What one actor, I know you guys have had amazing guest stars on the show, but one actor you'd kill to have on the show?
Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ.
RDJ.
What actor would you...
Yes, we have had incredible guest stars. Beep, 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 beep.
What actor would you kill to have on the show?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Christopher Walken on the show. I think that's been discussed since day one. But
He would wear the robe too, you know, like he does in Saturday Night Live.
yeah.
Do you want to take us out?
Sure, what do I say? Hey, thanks for coming and hanging out with us here with Young Hollywood. Hey. Like that?
I'm fired. She doesn't, they don't.